find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
The pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Block working out of the gun. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. He'll return it from the 6. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He was taken down at the 20.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Off of play action, it's McSorley. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. And when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. McSorley from the shotgun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
How many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Looking downfield for Godwin. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
You know, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
On the play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a dump off here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Block will try again on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup there. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10. At their own 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. McSorley, 1st and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Flush to his right. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, Locke. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Denver Broncos.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
At the 49-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Under 10. Pro 10 spell.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Broncos 17. Buccaneers nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. McSorley. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's good.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Gronkowski.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
McSorley.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is McSorley. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's McSorley to throw, eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes this
extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 18.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The drive starts with a completion, left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1.
Operating from the gun. Lock. Got a man. It's Jeudy complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down Broncos as Lock finds Jeudy.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Lock now on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. McSorley sets to pass. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now here is another interception. picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
To put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver. Now McSorley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
McSorley once more looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2.
From the 27, McSorley. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. McSorley from the shotgun. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intent.